Every empire insists its money is safe. Every government claims its promises will last forever. But history tells us something very simple. Nothing lasts forever. And money is the most fragile of all. All around the world, people have woken up to the same reality. Their savings evaporated, their salaries suddenly meaningless, and the system they trusted turned out to be held together by a single thread. Collapse is not an exception. Collapse is the rule. So the real question isn't, will the system fall? It's when it does, can you survive it? Today we look at our wallets, bank accounts, national currencies, and assume all of it is stable. But money has never been something solid or permanent. Money is built on trust, and trust can disappear overnight. Byzantium is one of the clearest examples of this. For centuries, its gold coin, the solidus, was so reliable that merchants from Europe to Asia accepted it without hesitation, but eventually the state made the same old mistake. They began thinning the gold, mixing in cheaper metals. At first no one noticed. Then confidence cracked, and the currency that once supported an empire collapsed with it. Who survived? Not the ones who trusted government promises, but those who held real gold, land, and goods. The Black Death teaches the same lesson. Half of Europe vanished, cities emptied, trade halted. Yet somehow, the survivors suddenly became more valuable. Labor was scarce, land and homes became cheap, and anyone with even a little savings, or the ability to work, found opportunities that once seemed impossible. If this sounds familiar, it's because we lived a version of it. During COVID, supply chains broke, money was printed in enormous amounts, and people with savings bought assets, while those living paycheck to paycheck fell behind. Pandemics always do the same thing. They redistribute wealth. Renaissance Florence learned the truth about banks the hard way. Powerful banking families collapsed overnight because a king, Edward III of England, refused to repay his debts. People's savings vanished in an instant, and the lesson became clear. Too big to fail is one of history's oldest lies. During the American Civil War, minted coins that wages became worthless. Confederate currency died before the war even ended. The only things that held value were real assets, land, food, gold. France repeated the pattern during its revolution. Assignats, paper money backed by seized land, were printed endlessly until they became worthless scraps of paper. Farmers refused to accept them. Bread soared in price. The system broke. In the U.S., millions lost their homes in 2008 while the banks were rescued. In 2023, regional banks collapsed overnight. Different stories, same truth. What feels safe often isn't. So how do you protect yourself? History answers very clearly. Real assets, gold, land, food, liquidity, the ability to act when others can't, diversification. Don't tie your future to one institution or one currency, and most importantly, real skills and the ability to produce value. Because during crises, money loses meaning. But people still need food, service, work. Those who can create value never stay down for long. In the end, collapse is unavoidable, but ruin is not. For the unprepared, crisis is a disaster. For the prepared, it's an opportunity. History keeps asking us the same question. When everything breaks, do you hold something real, or just paper promises? The answer shapes your future. If this video gave you a new perspective, stay tuned. There's so much more to tell.